Hey everybody, Joanna here from Lotus Living. Thanks so much for tuning in. This month we're talking about how to create a spiritual retreat for yourself and why it's so important in 2020 to do this. So I'm in Canada and we are heading into fall and winter, of course. It's getting really, really chilly outside and we are headed into the ingress season of the year. So that means the going within season of the year. And it's super important in this season to have a space that you can go to be authentic, to be comfortable, to be yourself, to connect with source. It's so vitally important now in 2020 to do this. It's really not an indulgence. It's a priority now. Okay, we have to do this is to maintain our self-care and, let's face it, our sanity in 2020. So really how to do this, the number one thing is to listen to your senses. What do your eyes like to see? What do your ears like to hear? What do you like to feel? What is your color palette like? Let's face it, we're all different, right? So this is not going to be cookie cutter with your friends or your sister or your neighbor. This is really something, a space you need to create in your home or your office, wherever you spend a lot of time, to your own personal preference. So for example, back here I have my little water fountain going on, and I have my aromatherapy diffuser. I have a couple of decor pieces that are really, really important to me to have in my space because I really like those things. Now, for some people, just for example, can't stand water fountains because it makes them feel like they have to go to the bathroom. But for me, it makes me feel really good. So that's case in point. You really, really want to find things that make you feel awesome. So take a look at a color palette, maybe in a paint store or something, and just really look at the colors and see which ones really grab your eye. And then go around your home and maybe select a couple of items to place in your space. Now your space doesn't have to be large. For me, it's just a simple corner in one of the rooms in our home that I have to go to that has my yoga mat and maybe a journal and some angel cards that I like to use on a nightly basis while I wind down for bed. So this is something that works for me. But for you, it might be somewhere else in your home, wherever you're the most comfortable. You want to make sure that the temperature of the room really suits you. Some people like it a little cooler, some people a little warmer, but ideally you don't want to be losing energy of the temperature of the room. So if you're trying to meditate, there's nothing worse if you're freezing or you're too hot or you just can't concentrate at all. So make sure that the temperature feels really good, that your senses are stimulated, and that you have some sort of ritual going on. So for me, I light a candle all the time. It's pretty much the first thing I do. So I always light a candle. Doesn't matter where I am, but I light the candle in prayer or in intention as I sit in my space. So it's really just a way of me kind of opening the door to spirit to really connect with them. And I might say something like, "Hi spirit, thanks so much for joining me tonight. This is what's on my mind." And it's a ritual that I do at least 3 or 4 times a week. So it's something that I do for my self-care, like brushing my teeth all the time. So when you're creating a space for yourself, it's really important that you take these things into account because you're going to be spending a fair amount of time there. So make sure, again, that you feed your senses, that you have some sort of ritual for yourself that you like to do. Maybe you have a bath or a shower prior, and then you light a candle and you go to your space and you take care of yourself. You want to have the things around you that make you feel comfortable. So these are the biggest steps going forward to creating a sacred space for yourself. And it's really important in these crazy times that we actually have a retreat space for ourselves. So if you have any questions or comments or want to know how to start up your own retreat space, by all means, contact me. I'd be more than happy to help you, design your space. My coordinates are below, and we've got lots of workshops on the go this year as well that can help you further develop your spiritual practice. So I hope you can join us in one or some of those, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay, in the meanwhile, be well. Bye.